Yo, what's up, guys? Cast Blast back with some Queen Pop LaLoon, and we're talking Queen Pop post-update right now, guys. Post-update. So we're in the middle of the war when the update dropped. As you can see, some replays saved, some didn't. Well, as soon as the update dropped, we had a bunch of great hits with Queen Pop, and I'll show you just how devastating these new loons are. So this was Blast first run. It's a Town Hall 10 base, if you will, lower Queen, but Town Hall 9 defenses, 1 X-Bows up. So the same troops, I go with the same thing every time, guys. You got your 3 hounds, look at, they got a pretty cool look now. Max hound in the CC, and you're really just deciding where to come at the base. So the CC is pretty available to pull. So I decided to zap out that air defense and pull over this whiz tower, sending my normal type of loons, knowing I'm going to get hit a little bit by some defenses that I could probably pull from there. And then I decide to end on the queen on this one, finish right on the queen. And I'll show you a replay. Another guy hit it with Queen Pop, but I'll show you what I notice and kind of what's different. So I send 2 loons in, knowing I only have to take 1 injured whiz tower out. But bam, look how quick it's gone. And my loons aren't even really hurt. So 1 loon could have pulled that CC by itself, guys. 1 loon with the new drop rate on the loons. 1 loon does it, man. It's amazing on how quick they drop now compared to from before. So my level 12 queen, I used her ability there. I knew I was going to have to go into a blower on this side. I probably didn't have to use her ability, but I popped it anyways. Not an issue, but I'm kind of holding my spells, just letting my loons get kind of deeper in the base. I was thinking, lower level base, hold on to your spells. Probably could have used it sooner since I'm going against that blower, but I still have 3 hounds up, and they're just now getting over to where the queen is. So she's sitting in the middle, kind of out of the way where the pups are popping, but now my pups pop, and there's a lot of pups surrounding her. She gone, and look at how many loons. I still have a hound up, and man, just a whole grip of loons, and the base is gone. I throw in my king simply to play cleanup, guys. Simply play cleanup. I rarely ever use him on CC kills or pulls. He's a cleanup. If I need to tank a couple defenses, that's what he's there for. Otherwise, this is game over. Thanks for playing. Look how quick that base just disintegrated. And we had fun. We were popping fools this war. Let's take a look at a couple other ones. So here's kind of the same base, but I'm going to go over this because I ended on the queen. He starts on the queen. You guys always ask, what do you do, Cass? I don't understand what to do. Where do I go? How do I trap her? As you can see, she's not fully trappable, right? He zaps out the same air defense. And this is what I want to show you why it doesn't fully matter. The attack will work. Now, one thing he didn't do was take out that whiz tower. I thought that was a pretty big mistake. Those whiz towers are pretty much your loon's biggest enemies, and the queen, one-shotting, but massive damage, loon clumping, those whiz towers need to go. So if you get a chance to take one out in the beginning, do it. But you can see he comes at the queen. He rages right on her, and that sits her down on top of the hounds, and she's gonna shred quickly. Like that, she gone. And his loons come in around, so he put his haste in the middle. His loons didn't fully benefit from it, but once again, he has a hound alive and tons of loons. That's it, guys. I mean, this base is gone. It doesn't matter if you start or end on her. Sometimes personal preference, depending on how the blower's face is, kind of usually how I decide my attacks. And that's it. The attack does work. It will plan itself out. So let's take a look at a couple others. So this is kind of a familiar base, right? It's got your queen in the middle. It's a common base you'll see. I've filmed it before. And let's take a look at his pop on it. And he brings a baby drag. I think he didn't know what was in the CC, right? So he kind of pulled it out with a loon and then was thinking maybe he could zap it, and then brings the baby drag to help out with. He sets his king down. Now here, I don't do these things. All you need is 5 archers, right? Aggro the drag somewhere, and then just use 5 archers in your queen. Save your king for cleanup. It works so much better. And right now, his baby drag's about to get eaten up by that air defense. So if he killed it on the same side he pulled from, there would be no air defense to eat it up, right? But here comes his loon lay. Loons are pretty spaced far back. Definitely not the cleanest attack run. But guys, it's detrimental still. So the loons, he rages them in, rages the pups over the queen. He didn't know there's a Tesla in the corner. I don't think really anyone did, obviously. But the queen, she gone. And this is how quick this attack is running these days, guys. So he's still got that haste in the bank. He pops it up as his loons get close to that air defense. But here's the major issue is he's still got 2 whiz towers to cover and that back end of the base. He could have used his king to tank a little bit, but his king's already down for the count. So his loons are just going to have to finish up with no spells, kind of no blockers. So the loons were set wide. You know, it caused them to take longer to get to their target. Oh, that air bomb. Ouch. So this one loon left and these pups left are going to have to finish up the base. And it goes for a 3-star, but there is a lot of things you can do cleaner. The 10 troops on the baby drag, probably a waste of space. You only needed to use your queen to clean it. The CC, your king could have tanked. The loons could have been set closer to the base, and then you'd have had more loons at the end, and it would have just went faster. When the defenses fall faster, the attack just goes more smooth, guys. So that's what we're looking at. Let's take a look at one more. Actually, it looks like they all got erased. So just a couple things that I want to show you is how quickly those loon drops happened. How quickly they took out a air defense. We can pull up an attack actually from our current war. All right, looks like I'm going to have to get those later too, guys. So just all in all, what I found is the loons do drop quickly. You know, as you're setting them in on a base, trying to figure out how far to set them. I only needed 1 loon for that tower right there, guys. Make sure your earthquakes always cover as much defense as you can. You know, 1 loon will take it out. They drop quicker. Always pick up a whiz tower when you can. And this attack is amazing right now. So trust me, if you don't do it, you have no excuses right now. This is the attack to be at, and I will have tons more replays coming up for you guys. Ask me questions or comments if you got them. Follow me on Twitter, and go ahead and add me on Twitch, guys. I'll throw my link up there because I'm going to, you know, get that rolling soon. And pre-adding is always good to do. So appreciate it, and I'll check you guys out next time.